Mourners flocked the Kapseret home of the late former nominated Member of Parliament Mark Too ahead of his burial this afternoon. Too will be laid to rest at his Maziwa farm in Kapseret in the county of Uasin Gishu after a court order blocking his burial was lifted this morning. His lawyer, Simon Lilan, moved to court last week demanding an independent probe into his death and secured an injunction. However, the Eldoret resident magistrate Nicodemus Mosetti this morning lifted the orders, citing insufficient disclosure. President Uhuru Kenyatta is among the dignitaries expected to attend the burial. Let's now link up with our reporter in the North Rift, that is Elvis Kosgei, who has been following up the events there at the burial of Mark Too. Let's now listen in to some of the speeches currently ongoing. Let's listen in.
Rais, Deputy President, tuko pamoja. And I meant it, and I think I was the first one to use that word, that phrase. I'm happy that's been adopted now. Tuko pamoja. Mnasikia? Okas? Waebito? Kimi gumye. Makicheza ne maisha nebo biik, nebo lagok, nebo ak chepyosok. Ole nating barabara yu. Hapana. Hapana. Tumeamua tuko na rais, tuko na deputy president. Mambo kwisha. Mambo nini? Mutaka kusirimbit. Kumakimache kot kiro. Chi age newendoti nyu. Okase so? Okase ano mokase? Kotko makikas. Oyas kotko kuye kiyas esene. Keseko. Oyas kotko kuye kiyas esene. Keseko. Sudi. Kinyone yu. Nakteo. Mheshimiwa Rais, utaniwia radhi. You know this Kiswahili and English. I'm good at the lingua because I was born with it. But I know Deputy President is better than me. So we want to assure you, Your Excellency, that we in the North Rift, we are firm. We made up our mind and we are not about to change. Come what may. And we want to tell also the Deputy President, we made up our mind, come what may, 2022 pia ndio hapo. And actually, we are there because of 2022. Kama nitaka kufupisha. It's not that we are, 2017 is given, already done. Done deal. And you know, mimi ni rafiki yako. But we have a job here now. This 2017 tumemaliza. It is already just 6 months to go, or 8. But our major task now. And this is why I was telling you. Kajorge tumdo. Number 2022. Kongo jorge tumdo. Ko muitai gruk. Muitai ne. Chagutege. Pas. Umagutke magi torte jato majugutke. Inyogorin. Okasa mogase. Kongo missing. Bishop. Gogalel. Bishop. Gogalel. Inyoywaga. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thanks for coming. We want to see more of you here in this area. This is a good area. Wacha kupigana kule, hapa ndio kwenyewe. come with Deputy President. You know, I was not able to join you when you were commissioning roads because I was doing an exam. I decided to go to school because, you know, when wanandi walisema pumzika, nikapumzika. Even I wasn't even going to return, but because Deputy President akafika hapo, nikasema I must see him to 2022. So, we are all waiting. All these people are waiting to join Jubilee. All this. Hata mimi nangojea.
As our live pictures are coming to you live from Kapseret in Eldoret in the county of Uasin Gishu at the burial of former nominated Member of Parliament and Assistant Minister Mark Tor that is currently ongoing. Remember that this has been hit by a lot of controversy. Initially, that is on Friday, the Eldoret court, that is of course through the resident magistrate Nicodemus Moseti, did issue an injunction seeking to block the burial from going on today, but that has been lifted today. That injunction had been filed by Mark Tor's lawyer, that is Simon Lilan, but it has been lifted today by the same registered magistrate, that is Nicodemus Moseti, for lack of sufficient evidence or sufficient submissions from the Simon Lilan side. We shall be covering that for you, of course. We'll be bringing you all the speeches. President Uhuru Kenyatta is attending the burial. Meanwhile, the same an Eldoret court early today lifted orders issued on Friday to stop the burial of Mark Tor today, led by family lawyer Tom Ojienda. The orders were lifted as there was no sufficient disclosure to stop the burial. Ojienda was accompanied by local leaders, including Uasin Gishu Governor Jackson Mandago.
This morning we appeared before Honorable Moseti under an application, certificate of urgency, and he has vacated the orders he issued on the 6th of January 2017, which orders were issued without material non-disclosure. We have confirmed to the court that indeed post-mortem reports have been done involving 2 doctors, 2 pathologists, and specimens have also been secured. And therefore, the issues raised in the suit filed before the court, had the court been given the information on the questions that led to the issuance of the orders would not have been issued.
So we made an application to set aside the orders. We've been heard by the magistrate in a very respectful manner. We want to tell the country that the Honorable Mark Tor will be buried in honor with all the respect that this country has had for him throughout his life.
Hiyo order ilipeanwa Friday jioni na hakuna vile tungekuwa kotini weekend. Kwa hivyo tulisema asubuhi na mapema tunaanza na kotini. Na sisi tunataka kusema sisi kama watu ya kaunti tulisema lazima tuwe watu wa kuheshimu koti na sheria na katiba ya nchi ya Kenya ambayo inaruhusu kila mtu pia aende kotini.
It was very sad when we heard that these orders had been issued. We are happy that the magistrate recognized the fact that the orders were granted without full disclosure of all material facts, which is a requirement for such an order to be given. I think today is a testimony that the court processes cannot be abused, because this was a clear abuse of the court process. We ask that the courts should refuse to be used by individuals who have their own selfish interest to use the court process in order to advance their own selfish interests.
Lawyers acting for certain individuals have gone to court and they have had the injunction orders vacated. And they have done so ex parte, without the presence of my lawyer. That is unlawful, that is illegal, that is fraudulent. You cannot vacate an order without, in the absence of the other party. I told you yesterday that the magistrate, Mr. Moseti, has been intimidated. I have also received calls threatening my life.